go above the lip. Have raspberry marks in it. Get up here. There. There it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it really does cut your lips.
Yeah. And that will last, on you, since this is the first time, it may last a day or two, may last a couple.
And that just brings the fullness out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Your lips where they're supposed to be.
Because they're pretty thin.
This is for your eyes, and then this is the microcurrent. You probably won't feel anything. It's going to be cool though. Just going around your eyes, around the muscle.
Does that stimulate the muscle?
It does, and it helps lymphatic flow, and it also helps blood flow and any fluid flow that you've got that doesn't necessarily have to be there.
Oh.
Yeah, and so a lot of people will notice that your eyes just look brighter when you open your eyes, but it's only because your eyes are open a little bit wider. Not necessarily changing the color of your eyes, but just opening the eyes wider.
Well, as you can tell, I definitely need that because I've got a lot of skin.
And if you're doing anything with the eyes and using the same thing around on the lips, always do the eyes first because there's a lot of bacteria around the nasolabial fold, on the nose, around the lips. And if you do this first and then come up to here without clean hands or something clean, then you can spread bacteria. And things are absorbed in the eyes very, 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 very quickly. And so we don't want to put toxins into your system that way.
That'd feel good.
Good.
So the eye bags, is that excess water?
In most cases it is. Not every time, but in most cases, yeah, it can be fluid.
Do cucumbers have any properties that actually help the bags under the eyes, or are they just used on the eyes for the cooling spa feeling effect?
Well, since
If you do it at home.
yeah, I don't recommend things out of the refrigerator because they're organic. And you don't know where they were grown, what they were grown in, what soil, what air conditions, what water conditions, what they were fertilized with or not fertilized with. That's why I'm hesitant to say, oh, yes or no, because it depends on the molecular and the chemical composition of whatever you're going to be putting on your eyes. But if you think about it, before you're cooking something like a squash or a cucumber, you're supposed to soak that in salt water first to get the stuff out of the cucumber. So if you're supposed to get stuff out of the cucumber, why would you be putting it on your eyes? Because these chemists, cosmeceutical chemists, this is another mask, and this is going to be cooling. Oh, your skin looks so good. The cosmeceutical companies and chemists know what they're doing. And people will say, oh, I want just all natural. Well, you're going to go grab an avocado, put it on your face, or something else. You don't know what is in that avocado. When you get something like this, you know what's in it. and it's been tested and in most cases approved for use on humans and for the particular use. And many things have, cosmeceuticals will have an expiration date on it, or a use by, or a shelf date, because they can start breaking down after a certain period of time. And then when that happens, they're no longer potent and effective.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, because you wouldn't know on a vegetable or
No.
avocado how old it is.
Or what it was fertilized with. Just think about where the avocados are grown and what fertilizer is used and who inspects it.
Insecticides?
Yes, insecticides is another one. I think it's this right here. That top one. Open it. Yeah, I think it's that jar right there. I think it's that. It's that pinkish. That's what I want. Yes, thank you. And also, just because something is good on your chin doesn't necessarily mean it's good on your forehead. And that's what we're doing. We're splitting the types of masks.
Oh, okay.
Everything I use different little spoons for them all.
So you don't do them mixed.
Well, so I'm not contaminating the next jar that I open. Yeah.
Certainly a whole lot more to a facial than I ever thought about.
There is. There's a lot. And that's why you need to research, interview, investigate where you're going for a facial. You know, what products are they using? Where do the products come from that they're using?
Yeah, because you've used a lot of products.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and even though we're following one particular type protocol with your facial today, it's still custom because I'm using some different things, and if, as you noticed, I had an assistant hand me some different things that I did not already have out that would go in the general group that I was using.
And that's just based on
Your skin
my
type,
skin
your
type.
skin type. Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're going to fan you a little bit so that this can dry. And as it dries a little, but not all the way, then another mask is going to go on top of this, which will be a gel mask. And it's a lavender floral mask that will go on top of this.
Tell me what the purpose of the mask.
A lot of them it's to reestablish the pH balance in some of these that I'm using on you, and that's also what toners are used for. But then it's also helping with the exfoliation process that we did with the microderm cream that I used, and keeping your skin so that, because we are removing the acid mantle, and